I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, can I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Right there in the middle, 55. All day, baby, all day, all day, baby. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Quick strike here, Murray to Fitzgerald. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Murray now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st down, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Isaiah Simmons.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down, it's Drake, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the gun, Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Devin Bush just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. Now an option play on second down. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Christian Kirk. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
36-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Back at the 33-yard line.
On second down, it's Drake. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Murray now. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 29 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
The score.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Watch the run. Mike by 5, Mike 55, Mike by 5. Push him back.
To throw again. Murray.
And he'll go underneath here to Drake.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 35 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the 2nd half.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Escaping the pressure right, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
This is Samuels. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now give that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
And 1 yard to go.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
8-yard pickup. And a Steeler 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Isaiah Simmons.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, it's Samuels. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Eric Ebron.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, The head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
The Cardinals take over
8, 2nd and 2.
complete to Kenyon.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
55.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, 54 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
And this carries into the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to power it ahead with 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. That was big. Needed a few yards to pick up the first. Slim lead here in the 4th quarter. And they turn to the big fella, the fullback, to get it done.
And you know, as my partner, you know I'm old school, right? You know I love those mastodons that carried the ball way back in the day that were a key part of the offense. And now, when they need them, when they need those key yards, those tough grind-them-out yards, the fullback's going to get the ball.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. 2nd down coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 38-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And he comes back with one complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Murray, one final try. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly. Even both knew it was a long shot.
With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.